Welcome back. Well, this is really turning out to be a popular event, and for a good reason. Jan Groth is going to tell us about Cochise County Master Gardener's third annual spring plant sale. Jan, it's so great to sit down with you again.
Thank you. I just appreciate y'all having me here again.
Well, it's always a pleasure, and you bring nice plants to sort of spruce up our studio, and it always looks very beautiful.
Sure.
So what are the Cochise Master Gardeners up to this weekend?
Well, as you said, we're having our third annual spring plant sale. We started this off about 3 years ago, and it became so popular that we continued to do it. We also have a fall plant sale in September as well. We hold it at the University of Arizona campus in Sierra Vista. We do a plant talk first. For the first hour and a half is a plant talk, and then the sale begins at 10 o'clock. The talk is held in the public meeting room of Groth Hall there on the campus, and then we move out for the sale, which is out on the north patio of Groth Hall, and it's all in the shade, so it keeps it real comfortable for everybody.
That's no small coincidence, is it? Groth Hall?
Oh,
Jan Groth is.
Oh, that's right.
It worked out well, didn't it?
Oh, my husband happened to be the founding dean at that campus years ago. So
okay,
yeah,
so
that
isn't a coincidence.
No, it's a special place.
Well, I'm glad it is, and it's a wonderful place to hold this wonderful event. And there are certain things, I mean, aside from everything that you mentioned, the plant talk sounds super cool. What other things sort of make this unique among other plant shows?
Well, first of all, we offer more than 95 different varieties of plants. They're all either Arizona natives or they're desert adapted. So it makes it nice so that people can see the different things that grow very well in our high desert. We're a little bit different than Tucson in Cochise County because we're a much higher elevation. Our elevation runs somewhere between 4,200 and 4,600 feet, depending on where folks live down there. So we try to offer a whole variety of, as I said, the natives and desert adapted. We offer trees, shrubs, perennials. We even have a selection of fruit trees that do very well at the high desert. We offer vines and cactus, succulents, perennials. We have a lot of things that are blooming to feed our pollinators. Not just in the high desert, but nationwide. There's a huge concentration right now on keeping our pollinators healthy. The butterflies and the bats and the hummingbirds and all of that. So, like for instance, this little plant here.
Yes. This
is a Salvia gregii. It happens to be, if I had only one plant in my whole life, it would be Salvia gregii.
Really?
It starts blooming right in February. It continues blooming until our frost in the fall. The flowers are just magnets for butterflies.
Oh.
I mean, and hummingbirds. Hummingbirds can't leave them alone. So this is a wonderful plant. It's a great pollinator plant. This is a native out of Cochise County. This is rock verbena. And again, the hummingbirds love it, but particularly butterflies love it. It's wide open. Butterflies can land on an open flower and draw nectar. And another example, just a small example of what we have, is pink gara. Wow. And both the hummingbirds and butterflies love this plant as well. All of these plants have incredibly long bloom seasons, and once they're established, take very, very little water and not much care. It's
so impressive how you master gardeners know so much about these little plants. I mean, that's why they call you master gardeners, because you walk by these plants every day and these flowers, and you might not think, well, these are probably really great for hummingbirds, and these are great for this. Yeah. Is that sort of what the plant talks are going to do for people, and maybe some other classes that you might have, is really to teach them what the benefit is of having each type of flower and plant?
Well, part of what makes our sale a little bit different is that we do start off with a talk. So the talk goes from 8:45 until 10, and I will take one of every type variety that we have for sale. That's like 95 plants, and I line them all up in the front of the room, and I'll go one by one and do a quickie little talk on each plant. When does it flower? Does it need sun? Does it need shade? How much water does it need? Is it a pollinator plant, etc.? And go through all that for a little over an hour. Wow. That way, we feel like that's very important, because part of the mission of Master Gardeners is to get education to the public. So this educates all of our patrons that come and listen to the talk. They learn about what the plants do, how they grow, how to care for them, and all the things that will grow in high desert. Because a lot of our plant palette is a little bit different than what Tucson does. So it helps them know what they can do there.
Well, a lot of people are daunted by the idea of gardening. And so you're saying that really anybody can show up and learn these things, and anyone can really have a green thumb. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. The whole thing about gardening to me is, number one, building your confidence. Because people move to the desert and they say, oh, it's so scary, it's intimidating, and I can't do this. Need a little confidence. So we'll give a few little tips on how to plant correctly and how to water correctly, and then your plant selection. A big mistake people make is that they don't water correctly. The second big mistake is they do the wrong plant in the wrong place.
Wow, well, you certainly inspire that confidence, in people. The way you talk about it, you're so knowledgeable. It's so wonderful. But one aspect about the event that's really important, can you hit on that for us? What's going to benefit from this event?
Well, I think two things are important from this plant sale. The first thing is I just mentioned the educational factor of this. The second thing about the plant sale is that all proceeds go to our Discovery Gardens. Cochise County has never had a demonstration garden before, and the Master Gardeners, in conjunction with the Cooperative Extension down in Cochise County, are developing what we think is becoming a beautiful demonstration garden. We have lots of theme gardens going on in the demonstration gardens to educate the public, to help motivate them, maybe inspire them, give them ideas. We have hummingbird butterfly gardens, cactus succulent. We even have a moonlight garden that's all done in whites and silvers. We have a pink garden for breast cancer awareness. We have a red and yellow garden for hot desert colors. And right now we're working on a whole garden that's doing nothing but teaching people on healthy living and edible gardens. And so in our vegetable gardens, we're going to show people all the different ways they can grow edibles. In the ground, grow them vertically, grow them in containers, in pots. So and we're hoping to have everything open to the public in the fall. People come through all the time right now, but we want to have a grand opening about September.
Well, it blows my mind how much you guys know and how much you guys do for our community, and it's just so impressive. You guys are like wizards of the plant world. You're not just master gardeners, you're wizards, and I want to thank you.
I think it's called passion. So
passion.
don't give us that much credit,
but
we're passionate.
And it's very important for us, and thank you so much for cheering us up here on the Morning Blends today.
Thank you for letting Cochise County Master Gardeners come back and visit with you.
Absolutely, anytime.
Yeah. And we hope to see folks out at the plant sale on Saturday, April 22nd.
Perfect. And that third annual spring plant sale, like Jan was saying, is taking place this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the U of A Sierra Vista campus. For more information, call 559-7078 or visit cals.arizona.edu/Cochise/MG.